All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down to rule well. And third of all, and third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson. I have alone the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And on the name of the video, Jake is institutionalized. All right, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Yahweh Shai, Lord Woods, brother, you can see on the screen. This is the article that inspired this lesson, and it was put up Friday, which today's date is Sunday, April 9th, 2023. Year the Lord will, the Heavenly Father brings all the prophecies to pass. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah brings all the prophecies to pass. All right, and the article says the institutionalized minds of most Americans. All right, we depend on the state for everything, for government jobs, student loans, to occasional license, occupational license, Salakia, and the use of public resources, and we have the habit of minds to prove it. All right, so basically the article pretty much sums up the whole article. It's just how the people here in America pretty much are dependent, full force dependent on the Babylonian system or Esau system, the beast system. All right, and that's the only part I'm going to read from the article. Now I'm gonna just slack and pause it real quick, and I'm gonna get a definition for institutionalized person. All right, Shalaki brothers. Lord Willis brothers can see on the screen. I just did a simple Google search for institutionalized person, and it says they gradually become less able to think and act independently because of having lived for a long time under the rule of an institution. All right. And in this sense, the institution would be this place, America, this Esau system. All right. Which has institutionalized the minds of our people. All right. That's why they can't think outside the box, so to speak, in a sense. All right, because we all know this, the scriptures, man's goings of the Lord, the Most High, pretty much, Yahweh Shai, pretty much, what they do tell us what to think and how to think. All right, so the ones of our people that don't, that are relying on this system and don't believe in anything but this system and completely and utterly trust in this system, and minds have been institutionalized to believe in this system, is because Yahweh Shai set their minds up to think like that. All right, but the Lord has warned our people. The warning is out there. All right, and our people still have that institutionalized mindset, which again, ultimately, at the end of the day, is the Most High shutting their ears, stopping their ears and shutting their eyes, where they won't understand the truth or get the truth. Basically, keeping them in the dark so the Most High can destroy them. Basically, all right. But institutionalized person definitely fits the 2/3 of our people. Again, they gradually become less able to think and act independently. Right? You tell them, this is wrong and that's wrong. Their mindset or their belief is solely on what this system or what this world, this current world, Esau's world, believe is right. So, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, we tell them that something is wrong. Their mindset is so set on this system that what they think is wrong pretty much is what they think is right is wrong. All right, and when we tell them it's wrong through the spirit and power of Yahweh, they've been so institutionalized, they come at us for it. All right, and they fight against it. All right. So again, to act independently because of living for a long time under the rules of an institution. Again, that's Esau's system, would be that institution. All right. Which is completely and utterly off, wicked, and any other negative word you can think of is this system. All right. And it's going to be gotten rid of real soon, this world. Because there is a new heaven and a new earth, which means a new rulership is coming to the planet Earth. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Right, because they're institutionalized. All right, they've been institutionalized. Yet he also was wise and would bring evil and would not call back his word. Right, and the Lord's going to bring evil upon this place. All right, upon America, not just America, everywhere, but the Lord has the bullseye on America. And when he does bring evil on it, he's going to put hell on our people, the 2/3 of our people. But will rise against the house of evildoers and against the helpers of them that work iniquity. Verse, which is Esau ultimately. All right, and the 2/3 of our people are helping to work iniquity. The scripture says the Lord's people have overpassed the deeds of the wicked. All right, in the book of Jeremiah, verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not gods, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that hopeth shall fall down, and they shall all fall together. Right, so main point was that woe to you to go down to Egypt for help. Because our people solely trust and believe on Esau and trust in Esau, trust in this system. All right. And they're not looking for the basically they turn a blind eye, or they have turned their backs on the Lord Yahweh Shah, which is a big mistake. At the end of the day, our people is just, let me get this. This Jeremiah chapter 2. It's just slaves, man. They got the mindset of a slave. All right, Shalakia. Just a straight up slave, a servant, a serf. All right, the mindset of our people have. All right. This is the mindset our people have. This Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Right? The Lord said, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Which the majority of our people are homeborn slaves. All right, to this system. All right, they're a slave to this system, to this institution. All right, known as again in this sense Esau's system. All right, full force slave, man. All right, do whatever this system allows and whatever this system says is okay. That's why a lot of our people out there celebrating Easter, they have no idea today and don't know the origins behind Easter and how wicked Easter is, but they're still going out there and celebrating it. All right, with that information is out there, you got people that ain't even in the truth breaking down how wicked Easter is, but our people still out there doing it. All right, why? Because their minds they're institutionalized in this system. This system said Easter is okay, then they're gonna go celebrate Easter with a smile on their face and color eggs and be happy about it and watch bunny rabbits and watch bunny rabbits lay eggs. That's what they believe. Bunnies lay eggs, but they don't. Rabbits don't lay eggs. All right, and hide color Easter eggs, which eggs are like what, $8, $9, $10 for a dozen. All right, and you're really gonna waste your money. That's what it's all vanity. Like we going into camp yesterday. This shit is all vanity, man. All vanity, man. You wasting food and wasting money for nothing. Buying bullshit ass Easter baskets with inflation is high. I bet the baskets now, when I was growing up, the basket was already kind of high. Now I bet they like at least like $20 or $30 a basket. I don't know, but at the end of the day, it's all folly and all the waste of money and time. All right. But again, our people are so institutionalized. If America says Easter is cool, they're gonna do it, even though the information of how wicked it is out there. This is First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 11. And in those days there went out of Israel. Hold on, let's see if I can start over. Yeah, let's see this. It's First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 11. In those days there went out Israel wicked men who persecuted many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we depart from them, we have had much sorrow. And our people had that same mindset. They believe if Esau's system goes down, it's just the end of the world. We'll all just die off eventually. We'll all just suffer to death. We'll all starve to death. Because nobody can run the world except the so-called white man. That's what our people believe. Just like they believed back then. That's why they said, look, if we depart from the heathen and we stop dealing with the heathen, our life will be in shambles. All right, we're going to enter into much sorrow, and that's what the majority of our people believe now. All right, but that's not true. A better life, once the so-called white man is taken out the way, a better life is going to happen. A new heaven and new earth, a way better place, paradise, real deal paradise under our God Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. All right. So this device displeased them well. There's certain that the people were so forward hence that they went to the king and gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Right, Easter. Easter all allows Easter, and our people. That's why people celebrate it. Which it goes back to what's that, Ishtar? Which do the history on that. The brothers have. This shit is evil as hell, man. But again, and that information's out there. Again, people that ain't even in the truth, man, are speaking against Easter, telling people how wicked Easter is. But our people still do it because they're institutionalized. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. Right, gymnos. Which our people still do that today, competing in, boxing rings, football stadiums, basketball stadiums. All right. They forsaken the Holy Covenant, man. All right. And they're going to pay for that. All right. Let's get Isaiah 42. And they're going to pay for that, man, for turning their back on the Lord. No, let's get Psalms. Let's get Psalms 118. This Psalms chapter 118. No, let's get that. Let's get that. We'll close with that one. Let's get Isaiah 42 and 7. Real quick. It's 42 and 7. Right, one of my favorite scriptures, Isaiah 42 and 1. This who the Lord is only his soul delights is his elect. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 42, verse 7. Right, let me start at. Let's start at 6. Isaiah chapter 42, verse 6. I, the Lord, have called thee into righteousness. And that's what the Lord is doing now. How is the Lord doing that? By the mouth of his prophets. It will hold thy hand and will keep thee and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles. All right, for a light of the Gentiles, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison houses. Right, which the prison would be this whole world right now, starting with America. All right, and the prisoners is who? The nation of Israel. We're the prisoners. All right, in these prison houses. And the light is only for the Gentiles, the Gentiles, the light is for the Israelite foreigners, the Israelites that are in the Gentile state of mind. All right, that's who the Lord's eyes are going to. He's not going to open the eyes of the natural Gentiles. All right, because they're heathens. Verse 8: I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. All right, so the Lord is, to again, verse 7 again, to open the blind eyes and to bring out the prisoners, which is us, the nation of Israel, from the prisons, which will be this whole system, starting with Babylon, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison houses. All right, and again, the prison house is this whole system. Again, starting with America. All right, which if you trust in this system, man, you got to get your mind out of the system. Let's close with that Psalms 18, 118. This Psalm chapter 118, verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in men. Right? It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in men. All right? So you don't want to be institutionalized. Let me pull it up.